Namaste, yogis! Welcome to day 5 of our 7-day journey building up through our chakras, balancing our energy centers. Today is day 5 and we've come to the throat chakra. This is also known as the Vishuddha, which is translated as purification. It is your communication center. The element it holds is the ether, so the sort of everything, greater being, all that stuff out there. It's represented by the colour blue, so we'll be manifesting that colour throughout our practice today. This chakra is linked to the thyroid, so when it's out of balance you might have problems with your thyroid, but the throat chakra is directly linked and affects the tongue, the jaw, the throat, the way that we communicate, the neck, the shoulders. So it's all about communication and expression. If you're balanced, you feel peaceful, truthful, able to speak your own truth, speak your mind, you're able to communicate and listen really well, strong self-expression and sense of peace, overwhelming sense of peace. However, if it's unbalanced, you might feel shy, weak voice, unable to speak up for yourself or others, unable to listen and communicate in certain situations, untruthful, arrogant, thyroid problems, and throat issues as well, sore throats, glandular fever, all these things. So we're going to balance our throat chakras. The mantra for this chakra is Ham, like ham, but we'll try and make it sound a bit more yogic by going Ham, H-A-M. I speak my truth. I encourage you to speak your truth to yourself, to the people around you, and come join me on the mat to begin our 5th day of chakra balancing. So coming to a comfortable seat for you, removing the fleshy parts from underneath you, getting a real good seat on your mat. If you find that you arch your spine when you're seated with cross legs, maybe just roll a towel up or place a block under your sit bones, and this will allow your spine to create space and length and stability, which is what we are here for. So coming to close your eyes as we arrive into our bodies here at the beginning of our practice on day 5. As you breathe in and out, beginning to connect to your breath, really try and open up your throat. We hold quite a lot of tension in our neck and our shoulders and our throat. So really trying to just open up through that throat of yours. You can even start introducing your Ujjayi breath here if you would like to do so, opening up as though you're trying to fog up a pane of glass. We sort of close off the top of the throat, but then really open up through the lower part of the throat here, and that just heats and filters the air that we're bringing into our bodies. Taking a moment here to connect to your inner truth. Knowing that this is exactly where you need to be. Deepening your breath with every inhale and letting go of anything that no longer serves you with every exhale. Taking a hold of your hands so that your fingers are clasping around each other. We're bringing them into the top of our neck. Really try and make quite a connection here. You're not just lightly touching. There is quite a connection there. Your elbows are downwards, and we're coming into a bit of a breathing technique here. So for the inhale, we're opening up through the arms, opening up through the chest, as though we're doing our cat-cows. Imagine your back is in low cobra or upward facing dog, or again, your cat-cow. So coming up, inhale, we round through the spine, opening the chest, opening the arms. Exhale, we round through the back, clasp the hands back together and the elbows come towards each other. Inhale, open up through the chest, look up. Exhale, we round through the back, gaze towards navel. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more round of breath here. Inhale. Exaggerating these movements. Exhale. Straighten back up through the spine. Reset here, placing your hands on your thighs. Finding a moment of stillness, reconnecting to your natural breath. On your next inhale, we rise the arms up and over. Inhale, stretching up, reaching above you, trying to grab a hold of the sky or the ceiling above you. Staying here for a moment, relaxing the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale to reach. Exhale, we place right hand on the ground below us and we come into a side stretch, reaching the left arm to the right hand side. Open up through your chest, gaze is lifted. You're not dumping weight in that right hand, but just lightly lifting your body up, engaging your core to help with that stability. Inhale back to center, arms lift. Extend through the spine. Exhale, coming onto the other side now. Left hand goes down, right arm goes long. Lifting the gaze up to the ceiling. Feeling a beautiful stretch through the right hand side of your body here. Inhale back to center. Inhale, extend. Exhale, lower the arms down to the sides. Taking some neck circles, or not circles, sorry, neck stretches here. So bringing the right ear down to right shoulder. Just walking the left hand out away from you so that you feel a deeper stretch here and through the left arm and through the left side of your neck. Breathe into that stretch. Feel how just this tiny little movement can really get deep inside you. It's quite incredible. And if you want to deepen it even further, then just clocking your head back a little bit so that it's at more of a 45-degree angle? No. Yeah, 45-degree rather than 90. That's what I mean. Looking upwards. Soft gaze. Feeling that openness through your throat, through your chest, through your shoulders. And if you are at 45-degree angle, we are coming back to 90, walking the hand back towards the body and gently rolling the back up to center. Neck back up to center, sorry. Inhale here, straighten through the back, reposition yourself and coming on to the other side, dropping left ear to left shoulder and walking that right hand out away from you, mindfully, carefully, exploring your depth here today. Knowing that every time you come to the mat, your body might be feeling slightly different. And just allowing that. Tilting your head back 45 degrees. Being really mindful of the neck here. It's such an intricate part of the body. Always returning to your breath. Slowly with ease and care, resetting, coming back to center. And now just taking neck circles in your own time. Starting off just doing semicircles facing downwards. And then if it's okay for your neck, completing the circle, coming full all the way around, but being really gentle on the back of the neck. It's quite a vulnerable part, that. Relaxing the shoulders, being really gentle with the neck, eyes are closed. And begin to manifest the colour of blue in your mind's eye. Beautiful. Nice. Going back to center, stretching up through your arms. Inhale, reaching up to the sky. Exhale, placing the arms back down. Exhale through the mat. Let go. Lovely. Coming through to your tabletop now. You know the gist of it. We've got our wrists underneath our shoulders and our knees underneath our hips. Flat back here, feeling strong through our powerhouse, our core. Taking some cat-cows now, so dropping the belly, lifting the gaze. Inhale. Exhale, we round through the back, gaze to navel. Inhale, roll shoulders, dip the belly button down. Exhale, round the back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, low belly, lift gaze. Exhale, round through the spine. Nice. Coming back to tabletop now, we're coming into puppy pose, which is such a lovely and awakening stretch. So we're just going to walk our hands away from us towards the top of your mat. And as you get further and further away, your chest will naturally want to lower down. Your knees are staying in line with your hip bones. You're lowering your chest down. If you need a block here to help with your range of movement, then I suggest you get one. That would be great, or a pillow or a blanket or whatever. But the point of this is we're bringing our throat down to the mat. So just resting on your chin, opening up through the front of your throat. Sinking deeper with every exhale. Beautiful. Slowly and mindfully walking yourself back up, tucking your toes under. We're coming into our downward dog. Hips go up and back. Finding length through the arms, walking your dog out, taking your little doggy for a walk. Bending through the legs. Hips are lifted up and back. Inhale, gaze to the top of the mat. We bend through the legs and we jump up to the top, finding ourselves in a forward fold. Really tucking the head in here so that you feel a sort of cut off at the top of the throat. Bending through the knees, we roll the back up. Coming to your mountain, your Tadasana. Planting yourself here, feeling grounded. Arriving at the top of your mat for this 5th day of chakra alignment. Feet are hip width distance apart. With a bend in the knees, we inhale, rise arms up and over. Gaze follows, open through the neck. Exhale, we dive down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, placing the hands on the mat and step back into plank. Inhale to drop knees. Exhale, lower all the way down to the ground. We are all on the ground now. Hands are by our shoulders. We roll the shoulders back. Inhale, lift up, low cobra. Exhale, float back down. Find that fluidity through your spine here. Inhale, low cobra. Open through the neck, through the front of the throat. Exhale to lower down. One more time. Inhale, low cobra. Open up, shining a light through from the front of your body. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, we step up through your tabletop, coming to downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze lifts. We step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rising arms up and over, gaze follows. Exhale, hands to heart center in prayer. Bending through the knees, inhale, gaze lifts, exhale, hinging from the hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, placing the hands down, stepping one foot back, then the other, plank. Inhale, tiptoes, exhale, full chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walking your dog out. Finding a stretch through the front of the body here, through the arms and the chest. Inhale, we float up and over to plank, as though if we try that again, imagine there's like a fence. There's a fence in the middle, down the middle of your mat, and you have to get your body up and over it. So find an arch through the back and come into your plank. Really strong, really engaging that core. Inhale here. Exhale, lower all the way down to the mat and place your body on the ground. Lifting up doing a sort of full circle with your right arm. We're coming to hold the inside of the right foot here. Extending through the right leg. We're doing half bow here. Feeling it out. You can use your left hand to give you a bit more stability. And if you imagine how it is in dancer pose, you're kicking your foot away to create more space through the front of your body. Lower down. And we're coming to the other side now. Left arm goes up and over, take a hold of the left leg, and we pull back with that left leg. Again, you can use your right hand for stability. Releasing that bind, that grasp. Coming down to the mat, placing your head onto the mat, taking hold of a grasp of the hands behind your back and extending through your back so that we're lifting the chest up just from the sort of momentum of your arms. Open up through the front of the neck. Inhale here for length. Exhale, let go. And we're coming into full bow now. So taking hold of the inside of both feet with your hands. Exhale completely. Inhale. Exhale. And coming up. Pulling your front body up with your legs. So you're literally pulling yourself back with your feet. You're using your legs and your glutes to pull yourself up. I can't really think of another way to say it really. Staying here for 2 more breaths. Inhale to find even more height and length, and exhale, lower down. Nice. Rest your cheek on the ground, shake your hips out. Lovely. Okay, hands to the mat by the shoulders. Inhale, roll shoulders back, low cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lifting the right foot up and back, taking some hip circles here, opening up through the groin. Going one way and the other. Extend, inhale. Exhale, placing the foot to the top of the mat and coming up into your warrior one. So with warrior one, the difference here between warrior one and lunge, this is your lunge, okay? You've got your foot kind of tiptoeing at the back. Your warrior one, your back foot is at about 45 degrees. So warrior two, it's at 90 degrees and it's in line with the front foot. Warrior one is in train tracks and it's 45 degrees. So we come up warrior one. Find yourself here in your warrior one. Extend the arms out, gaze lifts. Engage both your legs. Breathing into your throat, envisaging that blue colour. And now sweeping the arms behind you, taking a hold of your hands and extending out through the arms, opening the chest, opening the throat up to the ceiling. Staying here for 3 breaths. Inhale to find length and even more openness through the front of the body. And exhale, we dive forwards, coming into humble warrior. Going to the inside of the right leg. Rounding through the neck. Engaging your core, we inhale, lift up, back to our warrior 1. Inhale, find length, look up to the sky. Exhale, we dive forwards, frame the front foot, step back into plank and come through your vinyasa. Inhale, forwards, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Coming straight onto the other side here, we anchor down through the right foot, lift our left foot up and back, round through the hips here. Find space and fluidity. Inhale for length. Exhale, we step our foot up to the top of the mat and come into our warrior 1 on the other side. Inhale, up. Getting deeper into that back bend here. Opening through your chest. Anchoring your hips to the front of the mat. So they're not open like this, they're anchoring forwards. Circling the arms back, taking a hold of each hand and extending the arms out and away, opening really nicely through the chest and through the throat. Inhale. Getting deeper into that posture. Inhale one more time here. And exhale, we dive forwards, humble warrior. Inside the left leg. Engaging the core, engaging the legs. Inhale, lifts us up, arms go up, extend. Exhale, we float down, frame the front foot, step back, vinyasa. So nice. Finding a moment of stillness in this downward dog now, reconnecting to your inner truth, your greater self. Bringing knees down to the mat here. We're just going to come high up onto our knees in the centre of our mat. Find length through your torso, through your centre. And we're coming into some cat-cows again. So cactusing the arms, we're going to inhale, extend through the front of the body. Exhale, round through the back. Inhale, find length and openness. Exhale, round through the back. Inhale to open. Exhale to close. You can carry this on if you're comfortable here. However, I'm going to give you an option of coming into camel, which is quite a big back bend, really open throat chakra practice. So badly put. I used to find this quite anxiety inducing, so don't worry if you start panicking, just hold off it and carry on with our cat-cows. Or come into child's pose, that's always an option. Camel is effectively, it's opening through the front of the body but also really deep back bend. So we need to inhale and find as much length through our spine as we possibly can to find that extension. Inhale. And exhale, we come back, engaging the core to protect the lower back. And you can use your hands to kind of help your way back to eventually find your hand placement on your feet. If If it's comfortable for you, you can completely let the head go, totally opening up your throat chakra here. Staying here for 2 more breaths. Now with so much care and love, we're going to walk our hands back up our back. Ooh, really, really, really carefully coming up from the neck last. And we're coming to sit down, coming back onto our backs, onto the mat. Rolling down, coming through to our bridge pose now. So bringing the backs of your feet to pretty much touch your toes, your fingertips. Your fingertips should be able to touch the backs of your feet rather. Grounding down through your feet. Again, like we did yesterday, finding that tilting from the hips. We lift up vertebrae by vertebrae. Coming into quite a deep bridge here. So clasping the hands, extending through the arms, and feel that block off from the top of the throat. Almost connecting your chest to your chin, or chin to your chest. Engaging the glutes. Inhale here, find even more depth in the back bend. And exhale, letting go of the clasp of the hands, we lower down to the mat. Option here of coming into shoulder stand, if you would like to do so. This again is a case of lots of engagement through the core. Bring your hands to the mat. We kind of just want to engage through the core and flip up. I don't know how to explain it better, to be honest with you. But you can use your hands to help you up here. If you don't usually do this, maybe avoid doing it while you're at home and wait until you're in a class with a teacher in front of you. Again, we've got this closing off of the throat up here. Really connecting to our throat chakra. Vishuddha. Using your hands to help your back stay straight. Staying here for 3 more breaths. You can stay in your shoulder stand for longer. Otherwise, if you'd like to join me, coming down to plow, touching the floor behind you with your toes, grabbing hold of your hands and extending your arms out long. Really engaging your legs here. Connecting to your inner truth. And coming out of this plow now, really mindfully helping yourself down with your hands, coming down to the mat. Nice, beautiful. We're going to close off our practice with Shavasana as usual, but I was thinking we could do legs up the wall pose for Shavasana. You can either be straight on your back like usual, nothing wrong with that at all. Otherwise, coming to find a wall that is accessible to you. And just bringing your sit bones as close to the wall as you can and kind of like circling your legs up so that they are up the wall and coming to lie down. This is such a nice way to end a practice. What you're doing here is allowing the synovial fluid that lubricates our joints to reverse its direction. So it's going down, it's coming up your legs actually rather than going down them. The synovial fluid moves kind of like honey or nectar. It's very gooey, and so it takes quite a long time to make its way through the body. Just allowing our legs to reverse its usual way of working. And as we lie here visualizing the colour blue, coming back to the mantra of calm, speaking my inner truth, connecting to my greater self. You can stay right where you are if you feel like you're quite happy in this posture. But if you'd like to come out of it, I'm just going to roll onto our sides in a fetal position and make our way up to seated for the end of our practice. But as I said, you can stay right where you are if you'd rather stay in your Shavasana. I'm just going to come cross-legged and visualize that nice imagery that we've been doing at the end of our practices of our line of chakras. We're coming closer and closer to a complete, full, healthy alignment of chakras now. We've got 5 balls of energy moving in tandem with each other, oscillating together. Our red root chakra, our orange sacral chakra, our yellow solar plexus, up to our heart, our anahata, our green, and finally our blue chakra, our throat. All of these beautiful energy centers moving together, aligned and healthy and balanced. Bringing your hands together in prayer, and bringing your hands to your lips. Setting an intention to speak your truth, to communicate with others, to listen to others, and to listen to yourself. Thanking yourself for coming to the mat again today. Looking forward to tomorrow's practice, coming to the 6th chakra. Thank you so much for joining me again, and I hope you have a lovely day. Namaste.